way that insurance limits affect trucking safety, to understand that, you have to go back in time to the point of deregulation. And back at that point in time, in the early 1980s, there was a recognition back then that we don't have enough law enforcement to police the trucking industry. So what the government did was they enacted what was at the time a high insurance minimum, $750,000 for motor carriers. And literally it says right in the Code of Federal Regulations discussion that what they're counting on is the insurance industry policing the trucking industry. And the insurance industry, through their underwriting processes, would weed out bad conduct and would not insure or make it so expensive for motor carriers that weren't compliant to get insurance that they would go out of business. But here's what's happened. Today, we still have the same $750,000 minimum. The insurance minimum limits were supposed to go up incrementally over time, but that provision never made it into the law. So here we are now 40 plus years later, and if I've done my math right, and we still have that same 750 limit. Well, when 750 was considered a lot back then, 750 is not considered a lot right now. And so what's happened is we have many, many more motor carriers on the road. We still have a law enforcement community that is nowhere near big enough to police the industry, and frankly, not educated enough to police the industry. And now we don't have, through underwriting, that effectuation of the original intent of this whole scheme. And so what you end up with is you have a lot of MCS 90 policies that are being written to companies that frankly probably ought not have been underwritten. And if you were underwriting them for a $5 million risk, you probably wouldn't do it. So that's the reason why insurance limits really are a safety issue and not just a compensability issue, if that makes sense.